Teaspoons related to tablespoons. Scientific meta-research by socio-historical, phonological, anthropological, psychological, scientifically professorial Dr. Alpaca Fapucine, summarized. Teaspoons are, at least when considering their structure, closely related to tablespoons, according to cutlery and lifestyle expert Falco de Morris. In the olden days, before tea was even integrated into Western culture, we didn't have teaspoons. Once tea became a thing, around 1770, they took a tablespoon and gave it a little brother. In the word teaspoon, you can see this close semantic connection. The part of the word tea, from teaspoon, is simply added with the word spoon, keeping the part the same for grammatical morphological requirements, of course. Thus, when added together, you get tea from teaspoon. This goes much further than just a simple trick. The part tea in teaspoon also refers to the, once again, semantic relationship with the concept of tea, where the teaspoon derives its functionality, utility, and yes, even its very existence. Moreover, the sounding similarity between tea and eat is probably a result of the quick and thorough integration of the teaspoon into Western tableware, where people needed to talk about it easily in everyday language. Some linguists think that they also reversed the second morphological part of tablespoon, namely spoon, thus getting back to spoon. Criticism of this came from, among others, John Mayo, 2001, and Mike Towerbridge, 2004. In short, the criticism suggested that structurally, grammatically, and from a phonological perspective, there would be little practical use in revering the part spoon. The response to this criticism was then that adjustments are often made in language to promote phonological and grammatical variety, regardless of whether it really makes a difference in pronunciation and spelling. This would be a logical consequence of the organic nature of language, in the spontaneous emergence of changes in human verbal communication. Setting this discussion aside, it should be clear that teaspoon and tablespoon are closely related and could, theoretically, potentially, perhaps, maybe, be called brothers in principle. Furthermore, delving deeper into the etymological relationships between spoons and, dare I say, perhaps the metaphysical realms of existence. Some scholars, namely Dr. Bartholomew Spooner III and Professor Gwendolyn Dork, argue that the very material of the spoons, namely the silver or pewter from which they were historically crafted, imparts a metaphysical bond between teaspoons and tablespoons. They claim that this bond is not just physical, but transcends into the realm of quantum spoonology, where the act of stirring tea or soup might, in theory, cause minute, imperceptible ripples in the fabric of space-time. This theory suggests that each stir could potentially be altering the historical timeline of culinary utensils, with teaspoons and tablespoons engaging in a cosmic dance of causality and effect, where every slurp of soup or sip of tea might rewrite the very history of cutlery. Thus, in this academic discourse, the lineage of spoons becomes not only a matter of familial resemblance, but a profound, interdimensional connection. Well, that about wraps up this summarized intellectual meta-research scientific literature discussion. Did you enjoy it? Did you learn something new? I'm sure you did. Goodbye and take care.